What's up, everybody out there in internet land? It's your brother Moshe coming to you live from the only man cave. I used to have three, now I only have one. The schizophrenic channel, where you never know what topic is going to be shared when you tune in. Please, you gotta excuse the snorting. I know I've been watching the last couple of videos and I've been snorting a lot. The allergies down here are horrible for me. So, what are we going to do today? Tips for beginning vapors that are looking to quit smoking. I would say after 6 months off cigarettes, and I'm not going to lie, I've had a cigarette here or there. I've even bought a pack here or there. I would say it's been a solid 4 months since I've actually had a cigarette at all. So I think besides flavor chasing and cloud chasing and what mod you should get and sub-ohm tanks, I think the biggest thing is a direct lung hit or a mouth-to-lung hit. And I remember when I first tried switching over, not the first time I tried quitting, but the first time I tried switching over was with an e-cig. It was actual e-cig. It looked like a cigarette. It was white. It had the brown filter. The tip of it lit red. It was green smoke. And besides mouth to lung or direct lung hit, it's nicotine level. Now, keep in mind, I've been consistent pack and a half, 2-pack a day smoker for a very long time. I know in one of the last videos I've done, it was 2 packs a day. It's been 2 packs a day consistently for the last few years. But for a while there, I went back and forth. You might think because you're a 2-pack a day smoker, you may need 20 milligram nicotine or 18 milligram nicotine or 16 milligram nicotine. And what I experienced, I went with the green smokes. It was just the e-cig. Didn't try the vaporizers. They really weren't around back then, or maybe they were just getting started. I successfully dropped down to just 6 cigarettes a day. Excuse me. Allergies. Anyway, as we're talking. Time to take a toke. Wow. I know that's why my throat was irritated. Don't get nervous. I have allergies, and right now they're killing me, and my throat is like a little red, raw, and irritated. It has nothing to do with the vaporizer. Trust me when I tell you. Okay. You might think you need all that, and what happened to me was I got a rip-roaring sore throat. It was just too much nicotine. Even when I switched over to vaporizing, I started at 6 milligrams. And even that was too much. And I thought I had a propylene glycol allergy. When I dropped down to 3 milligrams, and I'm solid 2-pack a day smoker. Now, this is all subjective. Solid 2-pack a day smoker. And no sore throat, no kind of problems or issues when I dropped down to 3 milligrams nicotine. And right now, most of the juice that I'm vaping is a 70-30 blend. No issues, no problems. And now that I'm used to 70-30, if I switch to 80-20 and a sub-ohm tank, I'm kind of guessing you need higher wattage tanks to kind of vape that. It's too much for my throat. I can't even take it anymore. And I started off with 80-20. Delicious. So I would say start at a lower milligram. I would say start at 6. You might not think it's enough, but you're kind of switching. So your body is going to adjust from the, I don't even know how many chemicals are in a cigarette. No matter what e-juice you're smoking on, it still has way less chemicals. Um, if you're worried about diacetyl, definitely stay away from dessert vapes, because those are the ones that are going to kind of have that buttery taste to it. Try to find a local vape shop. I would say go online, research, but definitely go to a local vape shop. Let them get to know you, what you like, what you don't like. It's a more personalized experience than going online and getting these types of things. And then I would say once you kind of know what you like, what you don't like, then maybe you could venture off into online. I don't do a lot of online things. I'm from the older generation. I'd rather do business where I could see the person. I'm telling you, this tank is amazing. Horizon Tech Falcon. So that's with the nicotine level. I would say start at a 6. And you're going to be vaping a lot. It's why in one of my last videos I always say get 2 tanks so you can switch. When one gets a little too hot, it loses that flavor. You switch. But I was a 2-pack a day smoker, so my way of quitting and switching over to vaporizing is a little bit different than, say, maybe yours. Yeah, that's what I have to say about the nicotine. Now, the biggest, don't go too big, because it may not be a pleasurable experience to you. Now we're going to go to mouth to lung. This is a mouth to lung hit. It's just like you would smoke a cigarette. Now watch very, very carefully, and then I will explain it. Because no one ever did this for me. They would just say mouth to lung and direct lung hit, and no one would really explain it. So this is a mouth to lung. Just like you would hit a cigarette. So let me explain it. You draw in the smoke, you hold it in your mouth for a little bit, and then you breathe in. That's the way you smoke a cigarette, right? You take a cigarette, right? Right. Now, this is a direct lung hit. Now, this is the big difference that you're going to have a hard time adjusting to. Now, watch carefully, and then I will explain it. Okay, now the big difference is you suck in, and when you're done sucking in, God, that sounds so sexual and horrible, I'm sorry. You don't close your mouth. You keep breathing in as you pull the unit away from your mouth. Remember that. You keep breathing in with your mouth open as you pull the unit away. I'm going to say that a 3rd time. You keep breathing in as you pull the unit away from your mouth. Let me show you again. This is mouth to lung. You notice that, right? I'm so used to doing it the other way, it's very hard for me to do mouth to lung. Now, this is a direct lung hit. Now, you notice the difference, right? Pull it away, my mouth was shut, I held it in for just a little bit, and then sucked it in. Because these, if you can tell, it's way more cloud production than you're getting off of a cigarette. That's why a lot of people, when they first start vaping, they cough, it's a bad idea, I don't want to do it. I've tried to switch people over. Now, this is a direct lung hit, which is what you should do off of these devices. Wow, I even held it in. I'm going to do a little bit better for you. Do you see the difference? You keep breathing in when you pull it away from your mouth. That is the huge difference from mouth to lung and direct lung. If you're confused, you don't know, this is why I recommend going to your local vape shop. And you may have to invest a little bit of money to find out what it is you want. There are some people that they're not interested in that. For me, the more clouds I'm getting in the beginning, it's more nicotine I'm getting. I went through literally no withdrawals, and I've quit smoking 3 times. This is my 4th time. And the withdrawals are horrible. If any of you have ever tried to quit smoking before, you know today, with all the chemicals in the cigarettes, you know how bad that is. I would climb the freaking walls. And the only time I really craved a cigarette where it was very, very hard to stay away from was after a meal, when I woke up in the morning, right before I went to sleep at night, and if I had some alcohol in me. I first went with house juices because there's no sort of regulatory system to figure out what chemicals are in these. But I can guarantee, even if there are harmful chemicals in this, it's probably way less. I would suggest you do your research and make an educated decision. I went with house juices for a long time with one particular vape shop. I went around to a couple of different vape shops. I found one where the juices had the most flavor, and I ran through their house juices, and I got bored. So now I'm buying other vape juices. If you really want to be anal about it, you can go online. Some people have had third-party labs. But then again, it's like you have to trust people. And I've switched over to vaping, and I think I'm better for it. I'm happier for it. I could already tell the difference. Some of the tobacco stains that I had on the back of my teeth, I mean, they were bad, but they're no longer there. They're gone, and it's 6 months. And my lung capacity is better. I sleep through the night more often. Time to take a toke. I'm telling you, this tank is amazing. I think this is a decent tank to begin with, because you don't have to use very high wattage to get decent vapor production. People that are first quitting, you'll probably find it pretty easy to adjust. It's the Horizon Tech Falcon tank. The flavor is amazing, and it's going to want to keep you coming back. And to be honest with you, I love e-juice more than I like cigarettes. Way more. You could change flavors. Stay away from smock products. I think all the vape stores need to stop carrying smock products, and maybe smock will get the message that they need to start paying attention to quality control instead of very pretty things. So I say again, I'm sorry, all this juice is so good. You see, that's way more smoke than what you're used to on a cigarette. Oh. Banana pie crust and vanilla bean. Silverback Rocky. You can go back to the other video and check it out. Again, no company is sending me these products. I spend my own money on it. My channel is not monetized. You'll never see any advertising on my channel. And this is just a guy on his couch trying to tell you my own opinions. But a lot of it's very, very subjective. There's a little bit of a learning curve. This is why I recommend stay away from online in the beginning. Go on YouTube, get some reviews, get some information. Go to your local vape shop. Let them get a chance to know you and your particular things that you're looking for and you like. Now, with that being said, I'm going to shut the hell up. Love y'all. God bless.